Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new or just clicked on this video, thank you very much. My name is Alexis and this is the Goddess of Daydreams Tarot. Today we're going to be looking into the energies that are coming through in April 2025. We're going to be taking a look at the energies that the universe wants us to be aware of, to be open for, and to be cautious of, or ready to receive during the month of April 2025. In this reading, please take what resonates, and I hope you receive the messages that is needed for the month to come. Now, we're going to be starting off with some oracles. I'm starting off with the Les Vampires Oracle, along with the Oracle of Shadows and Light. So sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you're having a wonderful day, evening, morning, night, afternoon, whenever you decide to click on this video. And I hope it helps. All right, Spirit, what do you have for the collective? April 2025. April 2025. All right, we're officially in the spring. For those of you in the Southern Hemisphere, you are in the fall. Hopefully, energies are starting to become a little bit more calmer, a little bit more ease. All right. Do I take these two? Spirit? Yes. Okay. I will take these two. All right. And let me do from this deck. I should put this over here. My OCD is acting up. All right. Excellent. What do we have? Ooh, seems like April is going to be a very, very witchy month for a lot of us in the collective. So first card that we have is Supernatural, Inexplicable, Miraculous, Otherworldly. Along with, hold on, let me change my light. There we go. Make that a little bit more brighter. Actually, I hate this color. One more second. Better. Next I have is Discipline, Training, Consistency, Practice. Oh my God, it's giving me that movie, Practical Magic. For maybe some of you in the collective, you are probably watching that movie or you're thinking about that movie. It's such a fun movie. And then last we have Three Witchy Sisters, The Power of Three. I feel this is it's definitely a lot of witchy energy, both good and bad happening. What I'm sensing right now for the month of April is this is where a lot of covens are forming or reforming and coming together. These are new covens that are coming into light, and there are some covens that are kind of being rebuilt from a demise or an attack. And then some of these covens I'm also sensing are covens of the Dark Collective. So this feels very much a heavy collaboration of energy and magic and the supernatural in the month of April. For a lot of you, you are going to be coming across other people that are going to be spiritually gifted as you. For some of you, you are going to actually start forming some type of coven. And then for some of you, I'm also sensing you are rebuilding some type of Coventry. Is that a word? I mean, I know Coventry is like from Twitches. You know what? Yeah. Why am I getting witchy movies? Oh my goodness. Yeah, maybe for some of you who like watch maybe Twitches, you could be getting inspired from that movie. Like you and your sister or your sisters are thinking about just starting a coven. But yes, very heavy spiritual energy happening and a lot of collaboration happening this year. I mean this month. Now, aside from that, if it's not really about supernatural gifts, I do see a lot of you are also like kind of enhancing a lot of skills or disciplining a lot of your skills, and you will be joining some type of team, or you're going to be coming across opportunities that are going to kind of show or demonstrate the power of your skill. So for a lot of you, I'm kind of being told like maybe your skill set is more like of law. I do see that you're going to be having an opportunity within April to show or demonstrate your knowledge of law. For some of you, it could be more about healing. You could be becoming an herbalist or taking up the practice of studying herbology and working with other people on like creating elixirs or what's the tonics? Yeah, elixirs or tonics that I'm also picking up. Give me 1 second. Let me take a sip of water. Okay, now I'm going to say this, and for those of you that are in acting, you need to be careful. So, a lot of you that may be in the acting community, you might be kind of getting in touch a little bit more into your talents, and you're starting to understand and, discipline a little bit more now that you're understanding like your kind of like niche and what type of acting or like even theater or thing that you like to do. I do see that you are kind of like enhancing your skills. However, I do sense for the acting community, you have to be mindful who you're going to be partnering up with, because with these three witchy sisters and discipline, there are going to be some people in the acting community that do tend to dab a bit into the darkness, and they will use your talents in order to enhance their own talents and their own what's the word I'm looking for, enhance their favors of getting certain roles that they wish to receive or to have or to do. So if you're in acting, be mindful of the people that you're surrounding yourself with, because there are people in the acting community and in many other communities as well that do dabble into the dark magic to manipulate certain things to get what they want. Now, you have good and bad manipulation. When you are manifesting, I do see that it is a way of manipulation, but you are also at the same time co-creating with the universe. You're meeting the universe halfway. You know you can get certain things. You just know it's going to take certain time and discipline. But then with the bad manipulation, this is basically using other people's energy, drawing into the energies of lesser or low vibrational energies to get what you want, and basically hurting and damaging people's energy, reputation, their livelihood, just to get what you want. So be mindful that when you're manifesting or manipulating, you're doing it from a good cause. Let's go into more detail with some Panther to see what else is happening for the month. Come on. Let's go. But yeah, aside from that, a lot of you in the collective, be mindful that the dark collective is kind of like reforming and regrouping to plan to try to take some of you down. But aside from that, I do see a lot of you in the collective. You're really practicing your spiritual gifts, and you're becoming. I see for this month you're becoming a lot more stronger. You're kind of taking it to the next level, or you have just entered this new level of understanding your craft. come on. Where did it went? Oh no, I just dropped the card. Okay, hold on, hold on. Got it. All right, got it. This is a very interesting lineup. So, first card I have is accident, danger, caution, injury. Now, it's an interesting energy that I'm picking up from this accident. I am being told that there is going to be a potential risk of an accident happening, but I do see that your sixth sense is going to kick in the right time. You are going to be able to avoid this danger. And I feel for a lot of you in the collective, this danger that is going to happen is definitely going to be supernatural. I feel like it's going to be an almost freak accident. So please be mindful of your surroundings and energy of this month. Because I do feel that this is going to be some type of supernatural attack sent by the Dark Collective towards those who are working on themselves and are in a sort of like coven right now. But I do see that you are going to be able to avoid this accident in the near future. You know, I have to put it out there because if there is the potential energy that you can get hurt or worse, I have to put it out there. And definitely with this accident and supernatural, this is someone or multiple people trying to send some type of danger and hurt in your towards your way. But if you have been focusing and practicing on strengthening your intuition and using your spiritual practices to read on certain energies that are going to be happening within this month, I do see that you're going to be able to kind of pick up on the signs of when this accident is going to be coming, and you're going to be able to avoid it. So, maybe for some of you, it's going to be like a close call. Maybe you might end up turning right instead of left and avoid some type of catastrophe. But yeah, please, please, please be mindful this month because it looks like the enemy is really working hard and overtime to cause some type of hurt towards you. Next, I have is indulgence, interaction, joy, friendliness. I do see for some of you that have been working very hard on your spiritual practices, you are going to start reaping the benefits and the energies of doing so. I do see a lot of sort of manifestations coming through, or at least are going to start coming through within the month of April, and you're going to be able to enjoy it. Maybe for some of you, you're going to probably go on like on a whim and be like, you know what, I'm going to manifest myself into this spa, and you actually get like a free certificate or like a free, half day to go into the spa. You know what? This indulgence card, like, it kind of reminds me of this story when I was going to college. So it was like me and like another college friend. We had walked by this restaurant. Um, I think it was called the Grapevine. I can't remember, but it looked very fancy. This was around 14th Street. We were going to the new school, and we had passed by it a couple of times, and we had talked about it. Like, it would be great if, like, the both of us would go in there. It looks so fancy. Sometimes we would look at the menu and we'd be like, "Ooh, that sounds good. I would love to try that." We just kept speaking about it. Just like putting it out there in the universe. I mean, it was like we were unaware we were putting it out in the universe, but we were speaking it out loud. Surprisingly, towards my senior year, I got this wonderful scholarship, and so did my friend. We were both in it at the same time. It was like a group thing. And when we had our kind of like special lunch to meet the person that was in charge of the scholarship, it happened to be in the restaurant that we were talking about so many times. So I kind of see a lot of that type of energy happening a lot for you guys in the month of April, where you're kind of like speaking out like, oh, it'd be nice if I could go into this restaurant. Oh, it'd be nice if I'll experience, this spa. Oh, maybe I could go to this Broadway show, or maybe I could like take a trip, for the weekend to like this place. And I do see that it is happening for you. You aren't going to be enjoying your manifestations that are going to be coming through. Next is hesitation, decision, confusion, worry. Now, this is where this energy is going to get tricky between the accident and the indulgence. For some of you, before you can get into the indulgence, there is going to be an energy that is going to try to interfere. This is going to be for some of you in the collective. So let's just say you have the opportunity to go to this, I don't know, this bar or this club that you've been wanting to go to. However, somebody that you don't like and that you don't trust is going to be there at the same day, at the same time that you want to go. So, do you decide to go or not? You are going to have to trust your intuition on this. If your gut is telling you not to go, that is because the universe has something better in store for you, something that you're going to be able to indulge even better than you think. So, for this hesitation, I'm being told like if you are feeling a little bit unease or like have like butterflies in your stomach about a certain situation that you want to go to, you might want to listen to your gut and take a step back. So that way the universe can direct you to the right place or to the right manifestation that you wish to enjoy and indulge. Now, for some of you with this hesitation, I'm also being told like, don't let your fears and your anxieties get in the way. If there's going to be, if there's no one you don't like going to this place or to this opportunity and everything seems crystal clear, then go. Just, check in with yourself and with your energies. Is this my anxiety acting up because I'm being, maybe a little extra cautious? Or is it really telling me to avoid this certain time or certain place or this situation? So you're going to have to trust yourself throughout the month when these energies come up. Sometimes it gets the best of us. You want to be extra careful that you're not exposing yourself to certain people or energies. However, you don't want your fears and your anxieties blocking you from the blessings and manifestations that you should be enjoying. This also, I'm kind of see with this hesitation as well. This could be being sent through your enemies or through the dark collective for you not to experience these wonderful things in your life. So just be mindful of that. And then last I have is evidence, detection, investigation, proof. This evidence is a little kind of like a wild card right now. I'm not really picking up much energy here, except that you might be coming across something that is going to start making sense. I don't know. I feel like this evidence is like the beginning of something in your path that you're going to be able to pick up on. For some of you, this could be some type of energy that you have been curious or kind of like wondering about, kind of like, I feel like for some of you, there has been like an open ended energy in your life, some type of mystery that, or like a hunch that you have not been able to explain. But with this evidence card here, and it feels like this is like a separate thing for the collective, for some of you that have been having like a hunch or some type of like unfinished feeling in your life, you are going to be coming across some type of energy or evidence that is going to kind of put you into this path of finding the truth and allowing like to work I see like certain supernatural energies are going to be working with you, involving some type of closure of some kind type of case or mystery. Oh, yeah, that's very interesting. I will come back to this card shortly. Let me pull out some tarot to see any other details that is happening for the month. Okay, nice. Let's begin. What's with this evidence? Okay. All right, give me 1 second. It's definitely a good bit here to marinate on. So, first card that I have under accident is the Three of Cups. I was suspecting the Three of Cups kind of coming into this reading for a bit. So, this feels like when this accident might occur, this might occur during some type of event or celebration. Now, in the month of April, we do have a couple of religious holidays coming up. We have, Good Friday, Easter Sunday, Passover, Eid. This could also be birthdays, some type of promotions, some type of deals going through. Either way, I do feel that this month is going to be heavy and a lot of celebratorial energy, especially that the weather is going to become nicer. So people are going to want to come out and be like, let's have a picnic, let's get together, let's go get some drinks. I do see definitely a lot of brunch energy coming on, with the overflowing of mimosas. I do see that within these celebrations, this is when this energy of attack is going to likely happen. So, and of course, enjoy your time, eating your chocolate eggs, or, enjoying your Eid feast, having your challah bread, whatever the case that you celebrate. Be mindful though, because this accident is like gonna try to sneak in and cause some type of danger to happen. But like I said, I do see a lot of you are going to be avoiding it. Now, under indulgence, I have the 10 of Swords, and then I have the Ace of Wands. So this is also kind of picking up a little from the Three of Cups here. And I do feel that one of these energies, it is going to be coming in through somebody that is very close to you. Like, let's go and look at these cards here. Like, and then we also have the Power of Three. So I do see in the positive aspect here that this is a lot of covens or a lot of like group of friends coming together and really strengthening the bond and strengthening the connection. But I also sense for some of you in the collective that there is going to be one person, or at least one person, that is going to be plotting on everyone else's downfall. Like, let me, yeah, it's like, with all of, with the signs of three. And then I have this person here, her eyes are open while the others are shut. This could be an energy that you and your other friends are not seeing, or, you're just probably focusing on, like, it's going to be good weather. Let's, head out, let's hang out, let's go to the smorgasbord or whatever. And, you and someone else could be, making the plans and having fun and thinking about good things, while there's someone in your friend group that is plotting to do some type of, extra, dark shit against you guys. Excuse my language. I do see for a lot of you, don't leave your drinks unattended, because yeah, in both these cards here, they're holding drinks, they're holding cups. So I see they're gonna likely slip something in your drink. And I have seen for a while in social media over the past years, a lot of, like, especially for the woman, they are getting poisoned and, nearly dying or dying because someone had slipped some type of poison in their drink. I remember there was like a case where this girl had opened her own hair salon. It was like a small, but, like, it was like her own business. And she was throwing like a party with her closest friends. And she ended up drinking something and ended up dying because somebody had spiked her drink with poison. So I am picking up, that I am picking up heavily on that energy of someone spiking your drink. Someone is planning to do something, either if not in your drink, then in your food, or put some type of, like some type of substance for you to touch. The in the world of poison has become quite, like, advanced. Actually, poison has always been advanced. Like, if you look back in ancient China and India, they definitely knew how to use poisons. Like, they would put some type of poison that on your clothing, that if you put on the clothes, you're gonna end up dying. There's certain poisons where you could put, like, to burn, and it will be like an incense, and it's actually the smoke you're inhaling is filled with poison. Like, I'm not saying, like, maybe this person could be like a poison expert, but I do see that they're going to try to, definitely do their research to see what type of poison is going to be best to deal with you. So be mindful here. Excuse me. Watch your drinks. Definitely watch your drinks. Now, so this was like mainly this energy of the Ten of Swords. With the Ace of Wands, however, going back to, like, those of you that are going to have, good times and recreating your covens and your groups, you are going to start feeling like this new spark or this new energy between all three of you, or, more than one at least. Like, you guys are going to kind of like pick up this energy of that you were not aware of before, or like a energy of like some type of potential. Maybe for some of you, you're realizing that, like, you have certain friends that are very gifted with certain not situations, with certain skills and such, that you are realizing you guys can open up your own business. But yeah, definitely a lot of collaboration, some type of new energy for you guys to collaborate with. Now, also for some of you that are in, like, covens and spiritual practices, I do see that a lot of you are going to be starting to take like a new interest in making certain spell works, or having like some type of spiritual business. Like, one person is going to be a tarot reader, someone's going to be like a candle maker, another one is going to be some type of palm reader, or not, no, I'm not getting that. Oh, I'm getting like a tea reader. Yeah, for some of you, you might have a friend that might be doing tea leaves or like reading through coffee while someone is like practicing with tarot or runes, and you're going to be coming together and starting some type of like collaboration. But yeah, definitely very it seems like a very exciting energy to start a lot of spiritual businesses for the month of April. Excuse me. So with hesitation, I have the World. You're going to be able to make up your decision or make up your mind on whatever situations that you feel hesitant about, whether it's going out to a certain place or starting a business with someone, or collaborating with people. You're going to be able to find you're going to be able to find the right energies to make the decision. For some of you, you're going to probably walk away or turn down certain people that might want to work with you, might turn down certain invitations, and that is going to align you to the energies where you need to be. Working with new people, studying new energies or like a new craft, going out to this new bar or restaurant or club that you probably were unfamiliar, and it's actually better than you expected. I do kind of like this World card here because it's like, whatever the case is, even if you're turning something down or you're not, you are closing some type of cycle and you're entering into a new cycle that is going to be very beneficial for your energies. Also, you're going to be able to walk away from certain people and their energies that have been plotting and scheming to try to take you down. Give me one more second. My heat is on in my room, so I'm like extra thirsty. But yeah, I do like that this World card is here because no matter what's going to be the case, you are stepping into a new cycle in April where your gifts and your skills and your talents are being noticed, or at least you are able to notice them a lot more easier, and they're going to be used to your advantage to gain certain energies and opportunities that are rightfully meant for you to have or to experience. And then last, with evidence, I have justice here. So this is like a side kind of story going on here for some of you in the collective. So with this justice card here, again, it's kind of picking up on that energy that I was mentioning, that there could have been some type of open-ended feeling in your life on a certain case or situation that it's not making sense to you, and your sixth sense is kind of been nudging you about finding some type of closure or like investigating some type of energy for closure. And I do see with this justice card here, you are going to be getting the answers or the clarity or the closure that you need. So your intuition could be also guiding you to certain evidence for certain cases that are still like maybe even like cold cases, or cases that have not been able to be solved. Like, oh, you know what, I'm being told for some of you this month, it seems like for this section, a lot of you are going to become mediums in the level where the law enforcement are going to be seeking your help. And I can see why this accident energy is coming through. Somebody knows that you know something, even though you're unaware of it, but you know something of it. And they sense that you're going to be able to pick up this energy and find out what it is. So this dark collective or this coven is going to be working on sending this energy to take you out. But again, you're going to be trusting your intuition, and your energies are going to be protected. And whatever this justice card here is, you are going to be serving this card to this coven. Wow, very interesting energy here. I don't know, it was like basically two different kind of readings in one. But yeah, I do sense for a lot of you, you could be working with law enforcement, possibly the FBI, to help them kind of cover a, what's the word I just said? To like help solve a cold case or like an ongoing investigation. They're gonna trust your energies. One of these people or law enforcement, they have seen your work. They have seen like they have seen you and your intuition and how it works. They trust your intuition more than they trust their own. I do see for like a lot of you, like you could be interested in like these like true crime podcasts, and you could be speaking about on certain theories about what happened to certain people, and it's going to pique somebody's interest from the law enforcement. So I will say expect some type of call or message, even like a physical meetup with these people, because they're going to be interested in working with you. Now, a little bit of the energy that I'm getting from the other story is that this month, for majorly for the collective, there are going to be energies that are going to be balancing out, or you're going to be able to balance out a lot of energies in your life through your supernatural disciplines. For some of you that are working with covens or working with friends, I do see that you are bringing a balance to a lot of your own personal lives and also bringing balance to other people's lives. Now that you are aware of your strengths and your weaknesses and you know how to work together, I do see that you are going to be enriching each other's lives and helping others as well. It's like, okay, it's like, all right, one more witchy movie. And this one I had recently found, like I forgot about it, but like me and my mother were talking about it. It's called The Mistress of Spices. So in this movie, this woman, she runs a spice shop, but she also has like supernatural gifts. So when somebody comes into her shop and kind of like expresses their problems, she gives them a certain spice for them to work with. And she's able to see, or she has like a premonition in the future of how it's going to work out for them if they take her advice. Kind of like in that movie sense, I do see for a lot of you, you're definitely going to be in that kind of element, working in that kind of energy. My God, I've spoken a lot about like witchy movies today. The Craft, Twitches, Practical Magic, and Mistress of Spices. Highly recommend all of those. Anyway, with that said, let's get some final words from the Clo cards. Let's see what the Clo has to say about this month. It's like one of you could be like the supplier of like spices or whatever like witchy material somebody needs, while the other person is like the reader. Like you could be like a coffee person and one of your friends could be like a tea reader or a coffee reader. So the both of you are going to definitely be collaborating. Okay. Interesting. So, first I have is the freeze. Whoops. So, the freeze, the message that I'm getting from this card is that it's kind of relating to the accident card here. This energy that is going to try to be sent out is going to freeze. It's going to kind of pause, or it's going to like, I don't know. I'm getting like something like with the cold. Like maybe for some of you that might be going out to an outside event. I do see, because sometimes with April the weather can kind of switch up quite quickly. If you do have an event to go to in like the evening and it's an outside event, I do see that it's going to end up being cold, or just cold enough for you to be like, you know what, I changed my mind. I'm going to sit this one out. So I kind of take that as with like the weather. If it gets cold and you're like unable to step out, that's a sign that the divine is protecting you and preventing you from going into any harm or danger. I also see with the freeze card here, I do see actually certain energies are going to be thawing out. Funny because we're in the springtime, but yeah, it's this energy of like being thawed out and warming up. Hence the Ace of Wands. So maybe something that was stagnant or wasn't moving or working is going to start flowing once more. And then last I have is the Sword. So this is a very interesting energy here. You could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You could have these in your birth chart, or you could know a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Communication is going to be very important in the month of April. Even things that you don't say is still going to be important. I also feel an enhancement of psychic communication within this month. Like for some of you, you could be thinking something and someone is going to be able to pick up on your thoughts, or vice versa. I do see that if you are starting to kind of understand people's thoughts or how they're thinking, you are going to be disciplining. Is it called clairaudience or clairvoyance? It's one of the clairs, but I do see that you're going to be practicing on those energies. Give me 1 second. I'm getting this strong energy in the middle of April that the Sword energy is going to be important. Be mindful of your words this month. They are going to be very powerful, especially in the middle of April. For a lot of you that are joining covens or starting covens, your words are going to be very powerful when the three of you, or more than three of you, speak. Be mindful what you are saying, because you can either cause hurt or you can cause blessings in somebody's life. So when you are speaking, or doing your spells and your chants, make sure that you are chanting something that's going to be uplifting and going to be healing, and it's going to bring in light. You don't want to be like this dark coven, because they are set out to just hurt others and destroy. Be mindful of your words. Your words are going to be very powerful this month. And with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please give it a like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more insight and messages. I would definitely appreciate it, and it will give tremendous support to my channel. And thank you to the new and current viewers and subscribers for coming back to my channel to hear my messages. I hope my readings are giving you the insight and energy that you need. And if you feel that this reading did not resonate, no worries. Feel free to check out the other readings on my channel. There's definitely a message there for you. I am also kind of picking up on a side note with the Sword and the Justice card here. For a lot of you, you are going to be granted the tools to help solve some type of mystery or case. Like I do see for some of you that might be working with law enforcement, they are going to be giving you special tools to use to help them with this case, along with your energies. Now, aside from that, definitely continue working on your spiritual skills, continue disciplining, your gifts, your talents, supernatural or natural wise. Please be mindful of the energies around you this month. There is heavy danger around that you can avoid. When you are starting your covens, make sure that you're doing it of light and of good. And again, be mindful of the words that all of you are going to speak when you start creating these enchantments and working with these energies, with magic or without magic. Make sure that the collaboration is going to be in a positive flow. And with that said, stay safe and have a good day.